Shoo! What's up, everybody? Had to start it out with a shoe because I felt like it, wearing the old Ducks merch. Anyways, we're back for another video. It is in the evening, the PM, but we are out here and I'm gonna be showing you guys I kind of thought of this and I was like, you know what? I want some field decoys, right? But I don't want to go spend a lot of money on some field decoys. So my thought was, why don't I make my own? So here's what I'm gonna do. So you can go to Walmart or you can go to Bass Pro if you have Bass Pro, and you can go buy about, I think usually they come in either a dozen or half dozen. You can buy the Cabela's brands. I think you can buy a dozen of them. I will pop the price up on the screen right here, but I think it's around 40 to 50 bucks. I'm not sure, but I'll prop it up on the screen. Then you can go to Walmart and you can buy a half dozen floaters, Mallards, for like $25 to $30. I'll pop it up on the screen as well right here. So you can go buy some pretty cheap floaters from Walmart and Cabela's. So I got to thinking, I had a floater of mine that a dog chewed up that I don't use anymore. I cut the bottom off and I had it in my truck for a long time. But I got to thinking, what if I made field decoys out of cheap floaters? Have yourself full body floaters, but for like half the price, and they look just as good, kind of. You don't, I mean, you'd have to buy more expensive ones to get like feeders, like ones feeding, but these work just as well. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna make it. I've got a test one I've got done and it looks pretty good. But I'm gonna show you guys from start to finish how I make it, how they look, and then tomorrow I'll take you guys out into the field possibly and set them out or out in my yard. And set them out and show you guys how they look. But yeah, so we're gonna jump right in this. First thing you're gonna need the decoys. Second thing you're gonna need is stakes. So what I'm using for stakes is I'm just taking a panel, a cattle panel, like a wire panel, calf panel, cattle panel, whatever you want to call it, and I'm cutting the stakes that way. So I'm cutting them 2 lengths long, and then I'm leaving a T on the top, so the top will stick out of the top of the duck, just barely. We're gonna spray paint it black. The top of it black, so it doesn't, the shine doesn't flare the ducks off. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I'll show you guys how I made the first one and how I'm going to make one. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so here is my test duck. He got chewed off by the dog, like I was saying. So here's what I did. I took a drill bit. Now you don't have to make the hole this big on the bottom, but this is the drill bit that I found that was big enough for the T to make in. This was an N piece, so it's not a T, but all of them, the rest of them, most of them will be T's. Trying to get my camera to focus for y'all. But yeah, so this is what they're gonna look like. So you basically, I'm just cutting that bottom piece off. You know, the weight that helps it float. I think it's a weight. Anyways, the thing that's on the bottom of the water decoys, I'm cutting that off and then drilling a hole in the decoys, and then we're drilling a little tiny hole up here in the top for your bottom to go in, and that top to poke through for your full body mallard, DIY full body mallards. So I'm gonna get to making one and show you guys how I'm gonna do that. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so I've got the decoy here. This is one of the Walmart ones that I got. This is I think it's Flambeau, I think is what they're called. I don't know. Anyways, this is a Walmart decoy I have. I'm just gonna take a Sawzall. Take whatever you can get. Sawzall, you can probably use a knife, something like that. Perfect. So now that's cut off, so I'm gonna go grab the drill and we'll drill the hole. All right, so I've got the drill here. I will say the Walmart ones were a little bit easier because these are hard. The Walmart ones are, they're soft and you can like squish them. These are completely hard, so this might be a little bit harder. I'm trying to do it where y'all can see here and not lose a finger. And that's probably why you should do it on a hard surface. I'm fine. That was my stupid mistake. These I might need to do somewhere where I can get a good bite on it. These Walmart ones are probably going to be a lot harder to do here, just because they're hard. plastic. Oh man. Yeah, like a lot harder to do. So, it's weird. Anyways, well, I'm gonna get this figured out, and once I get it figured out, I'll get back to you guys. Well, I got the hole cut. Well, I cannot believe plastic broke this. It broke the little piece that, the drill bit piece that sticks out to start it. It broke that off. The plastic broke it. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go find a different drill bit to drill the hole in the top here, but yeah, here's the hole in the bottom. I'm gonna get the hole in the top made, and then I'll show you guys how I make the stakes, and then we'll roll a time lapse of the rest. Yeah, hopefully this will work out and it'll look good, and hopefully you guys can use it for yourselves too. I will say these Walmart ones though, their heads look mint, and the backs don't look too bad. They could be a little bit better, but the heads definitely look pretty good. So anyways, I'm gonna go get a different drill bit so we can get the hole made on the top there, and it'll work perfect because it's black, so we'll do it right there so we can use the black spray paint. But yeah, I'm gonna go get that drilled and I'll get back to you guys. Stay tuned. All right, we are back. I found perfect size drill bit. Go ahead and get this bad boy put in here. If y'all are enjoying the video so far, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I'd appreciate it. So we're just gonna go right in here. Perfect. Bingo. Bing bong. Alright, I'm gonna go get the panel and I'll show you guys how I make the stake. Alright, so I've got me a panel here, a piece of a panel anyways. So for the first, I'm gonna make the T here on the top. That's more like it. Alrighty. This one is already 2 links long. So the batteries are dead. No. Rip, the batteries are dead. Sweet. Will it go? Heck yeah. Look at that. Freaking perfect, dude. Might have to make these. Definitely have to make these a lot longer to stir. Just not a lot longer, a little bit longer to stick out the top. But this one will definitely work. Sweet. All right. Well, let's roll a time lapse of me trying to get them all made. And sorry that you guys can't see me. We'll roll a time lapse. I'm gonna have to charge the battery real quick. But we'll roll a time lapse of trying to get all of them made here. And then we will catch you when I'm done, and then hopefully tomorrow we can go and put them out in my yard or somewhere, and that way we can see them what they kind of look like as a spread. I might get one of my Mojos and make it look like an actual duck spread. But yeah, this is definitely a good idea for sure. Like if you're wanting like a big duck spread, go out and buy you 3 boxes of, you know, have you a dozen and a half, go buy you a dozen and a half floaters from Walmart. And it doesn't take very long to make one of these things. And for steaks, you can use about anything. So, yeah, let's get them all made, and I'll show you what they look like at the end. Enjoy this time lapse. All right, we're back. If you hear noise behind me, I'm sorry. I'm gonna make this really quick, then we'll get into the time lapse. I changed a few things on the stakes here. So I remade a bunch of new stakes, and you guys saw in the time lapse, I changed my mind after I told you what I was gonna do. But we left a little hammer peg so we can, if we got hard ground or something, or just to push them down. Here's what they're looking like up top. Yeah, they look a lot better than that first one I did. So yeah, they're all the same. So now we're gonna get them spray painted up with some black spray paint. The handles and the topper, we might just do the whole thing. So let's get into the spray painting. Yo, what's up everybody? It's a couple days later. We are back finishing this video up. I'm sorry I just have not had any time to take them out there and put them in the yard and show them, but I got them set up here behind me to kind of show you what the finished product looked like. I edited some of the video last night. It's got to go up for tomorrow for y'all. So I got them set up here on a bag and I'm going to show you what they look like. So check them out. Well, here's what they're looking like. They don't look half bad. The steaks look great, but yeah, that's what the DIY decoys look like. They turned out pretty good. I went ahead and did all of them in the big hole so the stakes could fit through. But like I said, sorry I did not get them out in the yard and kind of show you what they look like. But they do look pretty sick, I tell you what. I cannot wait to hunt with these things. Probably be using them this weekend or next when I go duck hunting, if I go duck hunting this weekend. But anyway, that's besides the point. Hopefully y'all were able to learn something out of this video and maybe take it to where you guys can do this as well. I'll kind of recap it like I said. Just take some floaters, cut the bottoms of them off, drill a hole in the bottom, drill a hole in the top, get your stakes, and you've got yourself DIY full body Mallard decoys. So I'm sure you could do it with any duck too, pintails, gadwalls, anything you want. So anyway, that's gonna wrap up the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all go follow my Instagram. Make sure y'all subscribe, leave a like on the video. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.